This story begins in the deserts of Mongolia, East Asia's largest desert. A company had arrived here intending to extract oil. However, their information was wrong. There was no oil. So now everyone is returning. To take them back, a plane has been sent, piloted by a man named Frank, along with his co-pilot. They are supposed to take all the equipment and employees back to Beijing. Everyone boards the plane, and they set off toward Beijing. But soon, a massive sandstorm starts in the desert. Frank's co-pilot asks what they should do. Frank says if they go back, they'll have to wait for fuel, which they don't currently have, and he doesn't know how long that will take, so they must move forward. Frank ascends the plane higher to escape the storm, but the plane is overloaded. They get caught in the storm and try to contact via radio, but fail. One of the engines fails due to the sand. Frank says he'll have to make an emergency landing and begins descending. But the landing isn't easy, as visibility is zero. As the plane descends, its rear part hits a rock, opening the back door. One passenger falls out and dies. The plane slides further across the desert. When it stops, they discover 2 more passengers have died. They can't go outside because the storm is still raging. Once the storm calms, they see the entire plane is buried under sand. But after a few hours, the wind clears the sand, and the plane becomes visible again. They come out and check their food supplies. They have enough for 1 month. One man says he wants to walk out of the desert. They estimate it's a 200-mile journey to get out, but they don't know their exact location, and the radio isn't working. The man insists he can do it. He's run marathons, gone hiking and trekking. He is told it's July, the hottest month in the desert. 1 glass of water turns into sweat and leaves the body as 10 glasses. He says he'll travel only at night. But he's warned that the magnetic hills here will render his compass useless, and he'll keep walking in circles. Realizing the danger, he abandons the idea. That same night, while everyone is sleeping inside the plane, a man named Davis goes outside to use the toilet. On the way back, he trips on a rock and rolls down into the sandstorm, losing his way. Despite calling for help, no one hears him. In the morning, everyone notices Davis is missing. They search but find nothing. He's been buried in the sand. This deeply upsets everyone. A woman goes to Frank and asks how likely it is that someone will come to rescue them. Frank says there's only a 5% chance and it's too risky to leave. They have very limited food and water, enough for just 2 days if they start walking, and none of them would survive. Despite the low chance of rescue, Frank prefers to stay and wait, remaining optimistic. But outside, hope among the group begins to fade. 2 people decide to leave, taking some water. Frank says no one can take water,